walk, I want to walk. The way he talk, I want to talk. Yes, that was how much I adored him.
Wow.
And I'm happy I picked the right mentor.
Yes.
When I did.
Yes, such a great
when
character.
I was coming up.
Yes. Wow.
And plus the fact that you as a person, it comes from you first.
Yes.
You may be, what if I was a bad person and picked Innocent as a good mentor and I cannot hang, I couldn't follow, because that me, that personality that is bad in me is overwhelming.
Right.
So it also comes from you, but you can be changed if you emulate the right mentor and if you have the right mentor on your side at an early stage. So West African athletes dwindled and disappeared. Here comes the emergence of our then president of IAF, Lamine Diack.
Mm-hmm.
Forget about what they say he did or didn't do that got him to where he is. I will give him one kudos.
Mm-hmm.
The kudos is making sure that regional centers was established. Regional training centers gave rise to majority of athletes from different parts of the world to emerge on the international scene. Unlike the way it used to be, it would be strictly UK, US, Russia, Germany, these big Western top nations. But no, you start seeing people like Guatemala, Mexico, little small islands all over the world. You come to Africa, you talk about Botswana, Kenya is already there. This Mauritius, these little islands that was bubbling with talents,
right,
but didn't have any way or any structure to help bring them out. Lamine Diack, during his era, was able to create these little centers, training, high performance centers in these little places, and that gave birth or rise to majority of athletes coming from small nations.
Awesome.
It also did wrong or right to the West African nations. French-speaking African nations took over the West African English-speaking nation because of the Francophone and Anglophone aspect of it.
The rivalry, yes. Yes. Undertones of that kind of rivalry, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The French-speaking athletes started to wake up when those centers were created, because majority of the centers were placed in the French-speaking countries. If you check it.
Yes, that is true.
Very few was established in the Anglophone-speaking countries.
Yes, say for Kenya, with the distance high performance center in Kenya.
Kenya was our main hub, but it's strictly for long distance.
Yes.
There were a few of them also littered around. I think there's one in Ghana, there's one in Cameroon, but they were not functional.
Right.
They were not functional. Nigeria is supposed to be a big hub for such center.
Absolutely.
But we are not giving one until last 2 years. We struggled to get that. So I don't want to say that it was strategically done, but that was why I feel that was why the West African nations took a nosedive.
Okay.
In the spring. Yes.
Hey, that's a wonderful analysis, and a very well done too. Very analytical, well placed. And what we want to do now is, of course, we've identified the issues, the problems, and we know where all of Africa, lies in terms of what we need to do to capitalize on the growth of sports globally, economically, because it's one thing to be interested in the competitive aspect of it, but it's another thing to be interested in the business aspect, like you said, to be interested in the business aspect that is going to actually put food on the table for someone, because at the end of the day, we do what we do, people do what they do, and you choose this as a career, you expect to be able to benefit from it and be able to put food on the table. Yes, that's important. That's very important. And so that's a conversation we can come to on a different program, because that's one thing I also intend to explore, the business of sports on this podcast, especially as it pertains to Africa, because we need to truly, really understand the value of the business of sports. We're not talking about that. Nobody's talking about it. We're always glossing over. We're talking about, this person jumped this distance this week. That person ran this fast time. We can talk about that forever. If we don't talk about the detailed side about this business and try to make sure that our nations capitalize on these, then it's for nothing. It's for nothing,
Yeah. If you don't promote the athletes, the country eventually plummets with him or her.
Yes.
Your athletes are your brands.
Yes, absolutely.
They are your walking billboards.
Absolutely.
Sell them.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
It's a two-way situation.
Yes.
We sell you sell them.
Absolutely.
You both win.
Yes.
Everybody wins. How much America has made from Carl Lewis?
Oh yes.
And how much Carl Lewis has made because of being a USA athlete?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
It goes both ways.
It does go both ways.
That's why the athletes on our program must be educated.
Yes.
They must be educated. They must be able to be something or someone of value tomorrow.
Yes.
I will not be doing what I'm doing right now, and knock on wood, I can say I'm comfortable in my own self and in my own skin, because I got a sound education that can help me stand on my own.
Mm-hmm.
You will not be able to understand the business of sports if you don't even know how to read and write.
Hello.
Or comprehend.
Yes. Hello. Yeah. That's so true. So yeah. Anyway, Mary, we got we got lots to talk about, and we got lots to do to educate the rest of our people, to educate because again, like I said,
I hope they are ready to listen, because sometimes they just bluff you.
Yeah, true.
They bluff you.
But I think some people will listen. It's some kind of way. It's like the parable of the sower. Some will fall on fertile ground. Some will fall on sand. Some will fall on rocks. But I'm convinced some people will listen to this and take the sense out of this and actually go to work with that. Some people get inspired. There's a whole generation coming up. Africa is full of young people, and so and they're the future leaders, and definitely they listen to these programs, and they will gain a lot from these here. So I want to thank you definitely for coming on, and I will be reaching back out to you on a future date for more. There's a lot to talk about with this thing here. So thank you very much for coming on.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Saga what? Saga that. Saga what? I got the money and the power.
1996 Atlanta Olympics, 1994 Nation Cups in Tunisia, and the 1994 World Cup were products of private funding. These athletes did Nigeria proud. We can do it again. Do you know that with 200 naira only, you can change the face of Nigerian participation at the Olympics? Only 4.5 million Nigerians with 200 naira contribution will change the fortune of our athletes. The contribution commences from the 1st of September to the 30th of November 2018. 90 whole days. Only 200 naira. 4.5 million Nigerians. With you, it is possible. Our name will We want to give 90 athletes from 5 sports 10 million naira athletes development grants each. Pay your 200 naira contribution to Access Bank Nigeria. Account number 0015464707 under the name NSDFI. For further inquiries, log on to www.nsdfi.com. Get to the Elite Athlete Development Grant. Follow the prompt. Help make Nigerian sports greater, stronger, and better. Together, we can actualize our sport dreams. We can and we will. This message is courtesy of Nigerian Sport Development Fund Incorporated, Abuja.
This is your host, Leslie Karoma, with the Africa Sports Report. Today I have a special guest with me, former Sierra Leonean and French superstar, Miss Eunice Barber, who has gone on to great heights in the sports of athletics. Miss Eunice Barber, you all know, is a world champion heptathlete and long jumper. She achieved heights that, in my view, that no other Sierra Leonean athlete has ever achieved in history. Miss Eunice Barber went to compete for, like I said, for Sierra Leone and then eventually France. And she's very dearly loved and admired widely. And I have her this morning with me to talk about the celebration of the International Day of the Girl Child. Now, we know on Thursday, October 11th, we celebrate the Day of the Girl Child. Well, as we know, there are still inequalities and issues and things that we have to do, that we have to deal with in the sports arena as it pertains to women and girls. And for any athlete to reach a level that they have reached, like Eunice did, she had to have gone through some circumstances, some issues having to do with her being a girl, and then obviously transcend that to be able to keep her head up and continue to do what she did and become the champion that she became in the world. Miss Eunice Barber, welcome.
Thank you very much, Leslie. Good to be here.
Thank you. Yeah. The first thing I want to ask you is, I know you had a very great career, or a storied career, I would say, one that's historic in any sense of the word. But now you have retired, and you were, I would say, enjoying retirement, and in a sense, if I could use that word. The thing I want to ask you is, from your perspective, how is life after a very great career like yours?
Yeah, well, life is, as you say, life goes on, after sports, because I actually, before my track and field career, I've always wanted to be independent in a way that making my own business, creating a foundation or something like that. I've always had vision in doing other things than track and field. So I'm happy to be to doing these things, like trying to motivate other athletes or students, or creating foundation, creating business, working. I have to go back to do my training course, mental and physical coaching, and I have diploma in coaching. So I'm really full of lot of things, passionately, because at one time in my career I know I have to stop, so I just try to pursue with passion all the other areas I wanted to do.
Okay. That's good. Definitely, this is a thing, I guess, with a lot of athletes, when you eventually give it up and you try to figure out what the next stage is. So I got to applaud you for the steps that you've taken to continue to work in the field, first of all, and then secondly to do something with yourself that is related to the field that you've been throughout your life, to not only give back but also to create opportunities as well. Now, we're talking about